Hello guys, what is up? It is the British Let's Plays here, and here I've got some Skyrim gameplay for you today. I'm going to be showing you how to get into the Dark Brotherhood. Not exactly a secret, I know, but it's something which I think is a cool thing to do as a YouTube series. Maybe do all the Dark Brotherhood assassination missions, etc. So, I was originally going to upload some Ghost, as I have been doing the last few days, but I decided that having a first-person shooter war game, so to speak, isn't really appropriate for today. You could say that Skyrim is fairly similar, but I've actually decided that it's not appropriate today, because today is the 11th of the 11th, which is Remembrance Day, which is the day that we spare a thought to all of the people who have died for our various countries of origin to give us the freedoms that we love and desire. And I don't know what to think about War and Remembrance Day, because I have respect for soldiers, but I don't have any kind of hatred or anything for war. You know, I think war is a very necessary and important part of human behaviour. Without it, we wouldn't be the way we are. And if there was no armies and no fighting, then everything would be chaos. Because really, without armies, people would take over and everything would be a huge dictatorship. So, for that reason, I kind of think war is often a necessary and important part of human society. But there are some interesting things which I've been thinking about recently, such as, if you think about it, it's only been, how can I say it? It's only been a few years since the start of the war we're currently in, the War on Terror. Well, I say a few years, it's been like 12. But, 12 years, that's a long time. That really puts in perspective, doesn't it? But think about this. It's been about 97 years since the start of the First World War. My people, that sounds like a really long time, but I know it wasn't. You know, there are many countries still feeling the effects of the First World War, and it was 97 years ago. I remember like learning about the First World War, and whenever I think about it, I always think, well, you know, it's like 70, 80 years ago, but no, it's like 97 or so. And the Second World War, that's nearly 70 years ago. You know, time's weird. I still think the 80s was 20 years ago. Even though it's not, it's like 30. I just kind of forget. I think that you use the generation you're born in to kind of judge how long ago something was, because I still judge time as if I'm in the 90s, even though it's definitely not the 90s, we're in the early teens now. But, what can you do? What can you do? Okay, but, I do have a story today, and it is to do with Remembrance Day, and I read it earlier on today. It's an interesting one. It's not too disgusting or violent or anything, but it's just an interesting incident, I believe. Okay, so here's the story. Nazi war scene starring Brad Pitt branded grossly insensitive on Remembrance Sunday. It's a fairly wordy article, this one, so I'll actually paraphrase it. Basically, Brad Pitt is currently shooting a new World War II film called Fury, and it's being filmed in England right now. And on Remembrance Sunday, they were shooting battle scenes with Nazi soldiers, which had explosions and gunfire. And Remembrance Sunday is a day of silence and remembrance, etc. And naturally, people were furious about this, and they felt that it was grossly inappropriate. Now, I don't know what I think of this, because on one side I definitely agree, you know, it's a bad thing, it shouldn't be done on that day. You know, they did give out leaflets saying on Remembrance Sunday we will still be shooting. They told people that ahead of time, but at the same time we shouldn't let things like war stop our daily lives, if you know what I mean. If we dropped what we were doing constantly because of a war, then that's still a bad thing of that war still rippling through society. We should definitely acknowledge the people who fought and died, yes, but we shouldn't let the fact that there was a war a long time ago stop us doing what we are normally doing. But it's a two-sided coin. Both sides, I would argue, are right, and both sides are interesting. What do you think of this? Do you think that it was inappropriate for them to shoot battle scenes on Day of Remembrance? Or do you think that we should be allowed to get on with our lives in order to not be stopped by the atrocities which stopped the people who fought and died, sometimes even decades ago? What do you think? Okay, so going back to Skyrim now, as you guys have seen, I have just killed Grenod the Kind, who is actually not kind at all, and I've been given this silver plate, which is worth 100 coins, sorry, and unless you've got 100% barter skill or whatever, you'll never actually get 100 coins for it. And I've actually played through the game before, and I don't remember this bit, as you can see on the screen here, where a courier gives you a note from the Dark Brotherhood. I don't remember that happening last time. Last time I just went to sleep and I got the thing you'll see in a moment. So that's actually kind of cool. I've noticed that Skyrim does still get changed and things, and they add new things to the quests, not just with the mods and stuff, but the main developers still often change things, you know, Bethesda. Ooh, we know, the Black Sacrament. But where on earth is Fallout 4? That's what I want to know. Where's Fallout 4? Because Fallout New Vegas I actually didn't really like too much. I felt the story was somewhat bland and simple. It just wasn't very interesting, whereas Fallout 3 had a really interesting story, and it had like Liam Neeson in it and stuff, you know what I mean? It was properly well done. But Fallout New Vegas, I'll take it or leave it. But I will say that a lot of the gameplay mechanics in Fallout New Vegas are a bit more interesting, such as you can craft your own bullets and stuff like that, you know? That's cool, I can dig that. But this is probably my favourite scene in all Skyrim, if I'm honest, when you wake up and you have got Astrid talking to you and telling you about the Dark Brotherhood. I'm actually currently downloading Oblivion. I'm downloading Oblivion. I haven't played that for a really, really long time. I remember it was the second PlayStation 3 game I bought. I never had it when it first came out, but when Oblivion first came out, I was still in school, and everyone was talking, this is late secondary school, and everyone was talking about how great Oblivion was and how amazing it looked, and I couldn't play it. But I later played it on PlayStation 3. And was it the second? No, it might have been the first game I got on PlayStation 3 actually. Yes, it was, because I got Oblivion because I knew it would last a long time. And then I also got Modern Warfare 1, Call of Duty 4, not long after. So yeah, good times, good times. But I'm going to say to people, it'll probably annoy many of you, I still haven't played Morrowind and stuff. Well, no, I've played it briefly. I might actually have one. Do I have Morrowind, or did I just play it at a friend's house? I don't remember, I'll have to check my Steam library. But I do know that they are releasing like an Elder Scrolls pack pretty soon. It might actually be out already, I don't know. And it's got Elder Scrolls 1 to 5, so from the very first one all the way up to Skyrim. Skyrim is number 5, isn't it? Or is it number 4? No, I think Oblivion's number 4. But anyways, here we go. One of these guys has a contract on them. Which one am I going to take out? I've got to do the right one, haven't I? I don't want to kill the wrong person. Nah, forget it. I'm just going to kill them all with Monnier. Monnier, it's still so cool. Monnier hasn't actually run out of juice yet. Monnier is going to... how can I say it? I won't need to recharge the souls for Monnier for quite a while, which makes me very, very happy, because I'm still at a low level, so I don't actually have any soul trapping spells or anything yet, and because I'm a low level, I don't really have the money to buy large soul gems either, so I hope these actual enchantments last. But I could actually disenchant Monnier and then just remake it, because it really doesn't take up many resources to build Monnier. It's like 3 iron ingots and 4 bits of leather. That's all you need really to make Monnier, but you do have to download the mod from the Skyrim workshop for completely free. But whatever. Okay, so in other news, I actually have finished Call of Duty Ghosts now, and I've got the entire single player recorded. It's taken up a lot of memory, and I'm going to be honest with you people, okay? The actual single player, it's only about 4 hours long. I don't know how to think of this, because at one point I'm thinking 4 hours long, that's pathetic. But at the same time I'm thinking, if we're going to constantly demand that the latest games be bigger and badder, but they don't take it much longer, then they're inevitably going to get shorter. You know what I mean? I would much rather we waited 3-4 years for a new game than waited 1 year or even 2 years and got one that was only 4 hours long. You know what I mean? Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video, and remember to spare a thought for Remembrance Day. And what did you think of the news story? Did you think it was inappropriate to shoot a World War II film at the same time? And remember to like and subscribe and check out my previous videos, and also check out the Call of Duty Let's Play. See you around. British Let's Plays out. Peace.